Hello and welcome to Atlas. My name is Tobal, and this is what I've been distracted with for the last couple days. My crew and I, on our adventures of Atlas Ark, or whatever you want to call it, we have been grinding away on the vanilla server, not an unofficial server, so that means it hurts even more, at our Salty Bacon. It's a Brigandine, so we actually have the second largest ship in the game. We launched it last night. Just got the sails on it, nothing too fancy yet. Hey, stop eating my barrels. We currently have a slight croc infestation. Oh, goodness sake. I don't have any ammo in my gun, of course. But yeah, that's what's been distracting me just the last couple days. We do tend to get into group things together like these games and go a little bit crazy. So even though they're a bit of a punishment, we still enjoy it. So we have been grinding away at the Brigandine, and I really haven't brought you much content from that because there's not a whole lot of content to see. It's just us smacking trees. And if that gets you going, well, I do apologize, and maybe I'll upload a clip of me smacking a tree later. But for the most part, it's been kind of boring. So, but either way, if you've heard about the Ark launch, sorry, if you've heard about the Atlas launch, you know it's been a bit rough. They've had a lot of problems on day one with server stability. We were playing the rubber band game for an uncomfortable amount of time, and I'd rather just not remember that period of time in my life at all. But hey, how you doing? Ow, rude. Take 2 shots to the face and call me in the morning. So we've been dealing with some issues here in terms of server stability. For the most part, though, I will say the last few days have been really stable for us. So we've not had, oh, of course, my pick broke. We've not had any issues, apart from occasional rollbacks. Like the server will restart or crash and restart very quickly, but for, you know, you might lose upwards of 15 minutes of your activities. I think, from what I've been talking to different players in the server, they seem to think this is related to a duping issue that the developers are struggling to counter. So I don't know too much if that, I don't know if, you know, that's a valid thing or not. That's more of just hearsay down the pirate pipeline here. So, but yeah, so what else has been going on with Atlas? So we've had the launch, of course. Obviously, they've had, if you've not watched my first video, it's kind of like a discussion video about Atlas. We definitely have to acknowledge the fact that they just completely missed the ball on, you know, communicating with the community during launch. They missed a bunch of launch windows and pushed it back without any warning. That was pretty crappy. However, since that time, Jat, I believe it's Jat, one of the lead developers of the game, has been taking over all of the communication to between the developers and the us plebs, us humans. So that has not been too bad. Also, one of my friends died around here. Can I get to her body? I don't think I can. I do believe she got it. Yeah. Currently, crocodiles can attack you through the walls of your house. Yeah, slight bug there, huh? So there's definitely areas that need to be worked out in the game right now. We'll grab a shotgun and some ammo. I want to start putting some stuff down over at our ship, and I'll show you a little bit around the Salty Bacon. And what if I can hang a lantern on the ship yet? Oh, and we even have a cannon, so I'll show you a cannon as well. But yeah, we've been grinding away at this for a while now, and we're pretty excited. We launched the ship yesterday. We took it around the bay. We're still unarmed for the most part, so we don't want to take the ship out right now because there are these undead NPC ships that will just destroy you. In fact, we lost our first ship, the original Salty Bacon, to an unfortunate misunderstanding with some undead critters. Fibers and thatch. Do I have you? I don't have you right now. I'm gonna grab some of this. I want to show you the really cool crow's nest up in the top of the Salty Bacon. It looks really, really cool. So yeah, I mean, are we having fun? Yes, I think we are. My group and I are having a lot of fun with it. You know, we went out, we died, we expected this. This is what we kind of enjoy. We enjoy the pain of some of these games sometimes, especially around launch. Will everyone like it? No, not at all. And I know a lot of people are frustrated with some, you know, with some of the bugs, with some crashing issues that they're having. So, you know, it's one of those things. It's hard to say. It really depends on what you like. I think the game is going to be absolutely stellar once everything gets worked out. But I have to, I don't know, I mean, I have to have the unpopular puffin opinion here that the game is in early access. And I think that's one of those things that you're going to have bugs. You're absolutely going to have issues. You're basically paying to be in a beta. So I don't feel too bad about experiencing that right now. It's just what it is. Territory is a big problem right now. All of this red area is someone else's territory. You basically place territory or claim territory by pressing F1 and dropping a flag down. The problem is on the PvE servers, a lot of people were able to get out in front of the horde and claim huge swaths of territory for themselves. So the follow-up people who were there a couple days later were not able to grab territory to set up a base. And you do need some territory here. If you look at F1 and I zoom out a bit, the green circle there on the closest edge is from that flag up on the coast. So that's covering the beach. That's letting us build our house. We also put a flag right there out in the ocean, which gives us some room. We had a shipyard that I just tore down recently. The shipyard was kind of between those two rocks. So that, you know, we claimed some territory for ourselves, and we had to actually discuss it with the guy that owned that shipyard over there. So we basically said, hey, you know, we'd like to settle here. Do you care if we do that? And he wound up being nice enough to remove his claim, and so we were able to get going. So it just depends. If you're lucky enough to have a conversation with someone and they seem, you know, pretty cool about it, you might be able to, you know, find some land to actually build in and get a claim going. I think it is really hard. They've changed the claim now after the latest patches, where you have to, the person has to be offline. Sorry, how does it work? The person has to have not touched that territory for 3 days. So basically, if I don't run through, if none of my clanmates run through our flags for 3 days, then our territory will be capturable. And it's the time on that is 30 minutes. So if I don't go within the range of that flag right there, like that circle right there, you will be able to come over and basically try to claim our land. So that's a bit of an interesting one for us. It's I don't really know. It's one of those things. Like is it fair to? Why can't I suddenly work? Is it fair to everyone? No. Is it the best of the situation? Maybe. I don't know if there's better ways to deal with it. Maybe having a limit of 2 claims per clan. Really, I don't think you need much more than 2. We only have 1 to basically counter-claim an area that was here on this rock for no reason. So we could easily drop our other claim over this side and be happy with what we have, because all we need is some space to build a base and some space to build a shipyard. That's it, really. There's no reason at this point, unless you are actively trying to make your name, you know, embiggen your name there in the world. I don't know why it gets weird here, and I just stopped rowing. Oh, I think I'm tired. That's what it was. My bad. So, yeah, welcome to the Salty Bacon. This is a brigantine. This is the second largest brigantine? Uh-oh. I already forgot how to pronounce it. It is the second largest ship in the game currently. Can I do the dinghy thing? Oh, I have to be up on top. So it is the second largest ship in the game. It took us about 3 days of pretty steady grinding in order to get all the parts we needed, and we're not even completely done yet. We still need to, you know, equip it. I love that. Look at that name. Oh, yeah. And welcome to the not under construction ship. We still have a lot of holes to fill. We are going to make, well, this area here, you probably can visualize it, is just going to be kind of a stairwell down. We're going to have some storage around this area, and then we'll put the wheel, we'll move the wheel actually up on top, and you'll have much more of a traditional. That shark is going to go eat my people in the base. Look at it. You see it over there? That bastard. Yeah, we went for 3 speed sails. What really bums me out is that you can't climb the side rigging in order to get up to the crow's nest. I mean, I guess to be fair, that rigging goes underneath. So we are actually, I'm trying to get enough rope here. Hey, I think we can do it. So yeah, the crow's nests are really cool. They actually are, all of the crow's nests are reachable. I would then have to get more, I would have to get more ladders here. I don't have that right now, but there's actually, you can see there's another level and another level of the crow's nest. And that top level does get you above most of your sails. So I think it's great. We used it last night when we were out and about. It's pretty fun. I'm really not going to take the ship out right at this moment, just because I think it is actually useful to have more than one person on your ship. Or you can, oh, that's so sad. The SS, we lost our boat from the Scallywags. I think that wreckage over there is their boat that actually got sunk by a bunch of the ghost ships that come in. So ghost ships are like these strong NPCs. They did wind up recently getting nerfed quite a bit. Like, they reduced their spawn by 60%. They reduced their damage a bit. They increased the bonuses you get for killing them. So the game, you know, the developers are trying to balance the game out, which is fine. That's gonna happen. Unfortunately, a lot of people lost their ships by these NPCs rolling up on shore and destroying their ships while they're in dock. So that was absolutely horrible. And I kind of wish there was something that was done there in order to give those folks back their equipment, but I haven't seen anything or heard anything just yet. So yeah, this is going to be our main deck. I don't think we're going to have, I don't know if we're going to have a stairs down in the front either. We have them right now temporarily. I'm not sure. I mean, it'll be nice for accessibility's sake, but I'm also thinking about preventing people from trying to get in the ship too. So we could actually put a door on this, cover this top part, and then people wouldn't be, you know, able to just freely walk in the middle of the ship. The Brigandine is a 3-decked ship, so it does actually have like a hold down here. I don't know if we're going to put too much down here. I could put all the cooking stuff, because it makes sense that the second deck is really where all the action takes place, where a lot of the cannonry goes. But in terms of space, we may be able to fit a lot of the stuff in here, like the ship's larder, for example. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. We're kind of experimenting with a lot of it. I think we are mostly just going to have a nice crafting area right here in the middle, and that way everything is in range. Everything's pretty close by. And we'll put the smithy down. I've got a couple of these lovely storage chests. I think I'll make it. Now let's see. How much do the cannons stick out? This is a small cannon. There are larger cannons. The small cannons take up... Oh, that's so cool. The small cannons take up 100 weight, and the large cannons, I think, take 140 weight. So if you look at the weight on the ship, we're at 4,443 already out of 9,000. So that's a concern. We don't want to overweight the ship. And we're not built for weight. We're actually built for speed. So that's something that we're going to have to think about as a crew in order to, you know, make sure... did I need to pick this up? Where's the pickup? There it is. To make sure we don't overdo it. Let's put the other things. This is kind of like a little crafting nook here. Oh, one resource box allowed per ship. Fair enough. Let's pick this up. And I will put this over here because it kind of matches the anvil. So you got a little crafting nook here. Okay, so one of these per ship. That's fine. The food larder. What did I just put down here? Oh, this is the grill. All right, so we'll put the food larder here as well in this kind of a nook format. And what about this gun? Is this going to cause a problem? I want to make sure it's really easy for everyone to run through and get to whatever they need to get to right now. And of course, we're going to change this over time when we start experiencing like, hey, this doesn't work out, this isn't, you know, really helpful, what have you. We'll work on those issues as they come up. I think that's mostly all I grabbed for the ship. Yeah, we're still working on getting the rest of it, you know, finished up. Of course, we had that. We want to put this little room in here to close it off. We've got the dinghy dock, which is awesome. You can actually dock a dinghy and basically have an away party, so that you know, your ship can't go into the shallows, so you have to deal with it and get off it from here. What else did I want to try to put down? A hook, like for a lantern, maybe? Can I do that? Oh, it's not really liking me doing this at all, apparently. I, like, lost my entire HUD. How did I do that? I somehow lost my HUD from trying to do that. Was it H? Okay, well, that's fine. Even hitting backspace doesn't bring it back. So I've lost all my keys from trying to put that there. I think it's number 2 was what I was trying to do here. So, okay, that worked. And then that's a hook. That is... Oh, I can't apparently attach it to the hook. That's fine. I was just messing around to see if that worked out anyways. Pick up with hook. Okay. But yeah, that's our Brigandine. That is the Salty Bacon. We do plan on taking this out to do some adventuring. So what I'll probably do is that live stream idea. Have a live stream and then just upload the entire live stream so you guys can see it. That way you can see us all in our glory. Of course, advanced warning, we are all old farts, so there will be some cursing and some foul sailory language on that. So if you're sensitive to foul language, I do encourage you to not watch that video. Otherwise... Overall, I don't know. I don't know how to rate this experience. It's early access, right? So we kind of knew what we were getting into, but it's been okay. There have been some times, some frustrations. Obviously, our company is named after salt, so we are used to getting salty about games. So, you know, we take some breaks. We play some other games occasionally to make sure we're not getting too upset about it. But for the most part, by and large, we are having a good time, except for when crocodiles eat people through the walls, which you're seeing right there. It's really weird, some of this behavior with the AI. They took so much from Ark. I guess I'm surprised that this type of behavior, like killing things through a wall, has not been remedied yet. But what we're probably going to do, now that we've spent all of our resources on the Salty Bacon, we are probably going to focus on building a small wall around our base, kind of around the main building there. That way, I'm going to die. I thought I had my guns and I forgot. Let's see if we can go hide on top of the house real quick. Ow. Nibbles. So we'll have to probably deal with that, and I completely lost my train of thought because I was getting it. Where's my other gun at? Did I lose a gun somewhere? I moved it down here for some reason. But yeah, we'll have to deal with you know, some of the continuing bugs in the game and some of the frustrations here. Oh yeah, the crocodiles. We'll have to build a wall, I think. Build a wall around around our base to give us a buffer zone so that croc bros don't eat right through the walls. Otherwise, I think that's kind of the update here. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I wanted to just basically show you what I've been getting into the last few days, and my whole group has been, come on, honest to God, really? Why don't you just go bugger off? My whole group has been having a good amount of fun with it. Of course, I don't have any ammo in here. We've been enjoying it. We die a lot. It's not a big deal. We're kind of used to it. But we have been having fun. I'm really excited to get the brig out and start exploring the world. We have actually lost our first ship, which was a sloop. We lost it due to the ghost ships, actually. The ghost ships wound up kicking our butts, and we completely died from the ghost ships. So that was unfortunate. That was our first ship, and we really liked it. But I'm about to start building a small shipyard to give us another sloop to go exploring with. But either way, I will, now that I'm kind of got that itch out, we got the Brigadine out, I will be getting back to the regularly scheduled updates. I've got some Kenshi videos to come out. I've got some Stellaris I need to catch up on. So yeah, as soon as I stop dying from these evil crocodiles, I will be getting back to some regular content. So thank you guys so much for being patient during the holiday time, and I do hope to bring you more Kenshi content, more Stellaris. I think I've got a couple Let's Plays that are hanging there, you know, left to dry, so I want to catch up on those as well. And once we start making progress, we'll start figuring out where else we want to go. Obviously, this isn't going to be the only time. I'm never going to be like one content type of a person. So I'm really going to go with what you guys are interested in, and we'll go from there. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm going to sit on top of this house and be surrounded by crocs for a while. I hope to see you again in whatever next video comes out that you watch. Thank you.